What it is, what it is, what it is. Welcome to another episode of Funky Uncles, episode 20. I'm pretty sure. Want to say what's up to all my followers. Thank you guys for still rocking with us. Um, what's up, DR? Come on up, brother. We appreciate your viewership, your engagement. We got comments, questions to help drive the conversation. That'll be appreciated. Um, Definitely love having you guys join us. Yeah, that's my man DR right there. Yeah, he should be coming up shortly. But hope everyone's safe. Peace and blessings to the family. What's up, DR? How's it going,
Good.
brother?
Hey, tired, but
You grab these.
this is refreshing.
Everything good with you, though, brother?
You already know how things on your end.
Hey, man, I can't complain. Somebody got it worse than me, so ain't no need me saying nothing.
Well,
Yeah. But we gonna get it started. We gonna hop right into it. Um, and the topic discussion question for the night is where do black men go to vent? You know, where do we go to vent? Now, of course, the Most High is our ultimate guide. We should always rely on Him, and that'll always be facts.
right.
But as far as in real life, in real person, on the ground, in the physical, you know, where do black men where can we go to vent without it sounding like we're complaining or we're being a hater or we hate women as you dealt with. You hate women, man. So I made a video on it on my YouTube channel, and I just wanted to pose a question to the audience: Where do men in general, but black men in particular, you know, if you got that support system as a man, kudos to you, man. That's a good thing. But as far as the brothers, the black men, who do you think or where do you think black men can go to vent without it sounding like you're complaining and being a pussy and, you have to man up or who hurt you without hearing those different, you know what I mean? Without hearing that, who can you genuinely go to vent?
Well, for one, I want to tell everybody that watches this, the place not to go is social media. Because
Mm,
somehow or another, it seems like everybody they want the attention in one form or another. So they'll take it to social media and they don't always get the responses they want. So I just want to put that out there before I answer the question. Now, to
mm,
answer the question, the only place that we've had over time, here it is, the barbershop.
yeah, yeah,
And it's crazy because, you have, historically, you have men, different age groups, different professions, different mindsets. But the only place that we've had, and this is it's almost like universal, was the barbershop. Because in
right,
the barbershop, you talk about any and everything.
right. Now, I got to give you another scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Now that I see that most barbershops, because I cut hair as well. I'm not in the shop, but I do cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
Most barbershops has a barber slash salon. So the things that men used to could talk about in most barbershops, with a salon there, you still kind of tiptoeing around certain conversations and certain way you say things due to being combined with a salon. So do you still think in most barbershops that still happen? I hadn't been to a barbershop in years. And big ups to all my barbers, man. But yeah, you see what I'm saying? So is the barbershop still a place that, men can congregate, in particular black men, and still have a transparent conversation about venting and, non-mainstream topics, you know?
Well, being that there are a lot of barbershops, like you said, that do have the hair for men, hair for women.
Right. Right.
um, I'm guessing that there would have to be some type of holdback in those scenarios, but I don't even know the percentage because, like, just like you haven't been in a barbershop,
Right.
like on a regular
Right.
for a long time. Now I'll visit my homie barbershop, but he and I chop it up, just like soul food type of thing when I go there, and it's just him. But every now and then he may have somebody working in there doing hair, but
Right.
with that being taken away, that brings up another. Whoo-wee.
Yeah. I mean,
Mm.
and from observational reality, I don't put it like this. I don't really see a lot of places that men in general, black men in particular, can go. You know what I mean? I mean, unless you have that trustworthy person in your life, be it male or female, or a family member, or significant other, wife, or I just don't know too many places, man. You know?
I, I'm still sitting here trying to wrap my mind around where can the average guy go.
Right. Right.
Um, I've been blessed with a different type of support system than most. Uh,
Hmm.
my father, I can go. I actually have some older cousins I can go to. Um,
Okay.
I have my uncle, uh, my great uncle, who's what 98, 99 right now. Mine's still sharp as a tack. If I had to, if I have a pastor that I could go to, but I don't. I don't know. I can't say for sure that I can say where the average guy could go, but this is one of those things that I would have to say is subjective because
Hmm.
everybody probably does have someone, but when it comes to men and black men, I'm definitely gonna have to put you in this category. It's it's at the point where a lot of times we don't feel like we should have to discuss anything because, for one, we've never seen our male role models discuss anything.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we're going to follow suit. We want to be as strong, if not stronger than them, and handle things the same way, not knowing that in lots of cases, those men did have somebody to talk to.
Hmm.
They used their uncles. They used those older cousins. They used their fathers as long as they were still here. There
Hmm.
was someone
Hmm.
to speak to. And just like it is for us, there is someone. You have to decide that who is in your realm. I'm not going to use the word circle. I'm going to say
Right.
in your realm who if you are if you pay close enough attention to the people in your realm, you know who's a chatterbox.
Right. Right. And like you say, it's subjective.
Right.
You know, it's
Yeah,
subjective. Yeah.
you know from watching the people in your realm who speaks other people's business. You know who's in your realm who speaks with some sense.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? Who has experience? Who, if whatever it is that you want to talk about, there is somebody in your realm that you can go to. Now, they may
Hey,
not be the
sunshine.
advice, but
Hmm.
maybe sometimes what you're looking for is just an ear to listen, not for advice.
Right. Right. And that being said,
What's up,
you
sunshine?
it's subjective who you can vent to,
Right.
but during that subjectivity, can you trust that person that it remains between the both of you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Without it going outside of this realm, can it remain here between us? I mean, like I said, my ears to these internet streets and these Instagram avenues, and it don't, I don't see a lot of, I don't hear a lot of trustworthiness amongst a lot of men. You
Yeah.
know?
We are in an era where um a lot of men run their mouths, especially that's why I say with the subjectivity, you have to know who it is. And I'm guessing that in the and human nature mindset, that's why we don't trust just anybody with certain business.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Mm-hmm.
I think that maybe going to a stranger is like, nah, because I don't know who you know, and I
Yeah.
how you are and really who you are. So even though you may be a licensed whatever, that's just, I mean, how do I feel comfortable with you? Because
Right.
I may be wrong, but the more comfortable you are with the person, the more open you can be. Not everybody can just come and just unload on someone that they don't know.
Right. Right. And I
So
got
that
a I got a phrase. Oh, go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say the comfortability level has to be there.
Right. And I have a saying that I tell myself sometime, and I like talking to people, man. I can just walk in the store and just start a conversation, but it's hard for me to be someone's emotional punching bag, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't mind listening and, maybe we can bounce ideas, but to be someone's emotional punching bag, uh, sometimes I don't know where to draw the line. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind hearing the person out and, great conversation, but if it starts to get real in depth, I'm like, okay, what's up, Kwamo?
Circle K.
That's, that's where I'm kind of distinguished. Kwamo, what's up, man? So, yeah, man. Yeah, just wanted to bounce that idea off you. Go ahead, brother.
Okay. Well, now being a punching bag, uh, that's on a whole nother level because that really creates the need to express yourself after a while. It's one of those things that would build up. You
Hmm.
or being that human nature is not cookie cutter, um,
Right.
you could also build up a tolerance to it. Now that can be good or bad because if you build
I
up
was going to ask you, is that if you build up a tolerance for it, is that healthy? You know, I
once again,
mean,
so human nature is not cookie cutter. It's not black and white. It's all going to depend on how the person handles it. Now, on one side, you can start off if you're numb to it and it doesn't
hmm
bother you, can go on with life. But here we go. There's going to be a time where you're going to need to feel something,
hmm
but you are so numb to it from others that it's hard for you to dig deep and grab that sense of humanity that you need for that situation. Now,
right,
other side, if you take it to heart and you continually take it to heart, then that builds something inside you. It's like a volcano is dormant at one point, but it's going to explode. And when it
yeah,
explodes,
yeah,
it's going to explode. You're going to get a whole lot of something on a person that didn't, I guess you could say, didn't deserve the entire explosion on that one person. So
right,
it takes work, like with everything else, and it's the balance, like as we talked about before. But of course, in life, it's not balance is easy to talk about, but you have to pay attention, plan, and then execute.
right. Yeah, keeping that balance does require work. It does, man. Because if you're, if you're trusting in someone, and like you say, really have to know that person in order to know how far to go with that trust. That
Right.
that definitely could be work, man. And but hey, man, I just wanted to bounce that off you and see what you thought, man. Because what I see from what I hear, observational reality.
Mm-hmm.
YouTube streets and these Instagram avenues. A lot of brothers, they face a lot of backlash, for having opinions and stating how things really are. And like yourself, you told me about that incident one time where you, yeah, let's speak on that, man. You know, we haven't yet, but you received the, I don't know the full story, so I'll let you tell it, man. Explain to the audience the scenario of how that happened and what was said.
Well, you know, with this show, I'm trying to get it out there. So
Hmm.
on Facebook, I on the story, I advertise when we're coming on. I might jump in some inbox and say, "Yo, we got a show coming up. This, that, and the third."
Right.
They can jump on the story now. Now that I tell what the topic is, and or afterwards I'll say what we talked about or something like that, or I might even post a clip. So just to give people, you know, get them interested, you know,
Hmm.
just like that. So um, it was a young lady I posted in there that, okay, this is what we did. Circle K, that's my dude, Circle K. Circle
Kwame, what's up, man?
K.
What's
But so she was like, it was what was that topic? I said, oh, when we're talking about what do you bring to the table,
Hmm.
that conversation. So it's another man bashing, I mean another woman bashing, and you don't like black women, and now
Oh God.
did you even look at it before? Just
Right.
you jumped so far out the window, you went through the ground before you realized that you were in the air, because there's no way in the world you can say that you're holistic and you're into this, that, and the third. To me, I could be wrong. I may be wrong by the generalization, but to me, someone who is holistic and spiritual, you don't just automatically assume. You
Hmm.
take your time to figure out, because that's the part of life when you're in the spirituality and holistic medicine, and holistic life. You take your time to figure things out, because you know that each thing is not as it may seem.
Hey,
I
Kiwi
could
Miller.
I could
I
be wrong.
mean, yeah, but that's why we here, man. Cuomo, what's up, baby? We just
Hey,
talking about where can men in general, black men in particular, go to vent. And Dr. was just explaining that he had a young lady calling him a misogynist and he hated women. What are your thoughts on that, brother? Let us hear from
okay, can you repeat that? I'm trying to get my earbuds hooked up. What
you.
was that
Right.
now?
What's up, Josh? We
Yeah.
where can black men go to vent? Where can we go to vent to
Wow,
express ourselves and
man.
without us being a pussy or you need to man up or who
You
hurt you?
man.
Who can we yeah, who can we genuinely go to?
Well,
Men in
well,
general, but the brothers in particular, man.
well. I mean, how to vent, man. The thing is this, and when for those who are blessed with uncles and old school old heads, if you gonna say it like that, then you can vent to those guys and about what's going on, because now these days, man, they call it pillow talk. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So they call it
Right.
pillow talk. You
Can't be
got
simping out with that pillow talk, brother.
yeah, pillow talk. You got a soft leg, and you chilling, and you're venting. You're venting. You're showing your sensitive side. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And
right,
you feel that number one is there going to be there to listen to you, and that sensitive stuff come out, but. Sometimes loose lips sink ships, because they use that as ammunition. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Some people
Ooh.
not, some people
Mm.
not, like I said, some people not built for tough. So when that time comes and it's like troubles in the water, all that stuff you done spill your heart and this and that. Oh, you ain't so and so. You ain't this and that, and just throw all your dirt out there like that. So
Right. It's funny you said that,
it's
brother.
so
Yeah.
so eh,
Yeah.
I had a conversation with one of my friends, right? You know, I've been married before, and and yeah, things went south, and when I went south, and went kind of sour and whatsoever. So I was like, man, you know, being a man and whatsoever, so man, you know what? I'm not gonna get married again. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna be like Mike Tyson, you know, using that analogy. You know, I get
Right.
him. You know, Mike Tyson knock him out the first night. You know, first couple seconds. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
the mindset. That's the mindset of a, you know, a mindset of of not a man but as a child. So, but at the end of the day, you know, you start thinking if any situation happened or whatsoever, those multiple people that you dealt with, can you call them and say, hey, I need help, or you know, hey, go to this address. I got money there, X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? Or this is my bank account. Get that money and then send it to me, or you know what I'm saying, using that situation. But you sitting there and you're like, wow, you can't do that to everybody. You know what I'm
No,
saying? And
not
then
at
we
all,
being
brother.
men, you know, we being men, we all, you trust me. And people call me mama's boy and this and that and the third. I know Flex, and you know, everybody's closer to the mother because mom got your back. You know, and your mom wear that shirt, that black and white shirt, you know, that official shirt. They will blow that whistle and throw that flag. You know, you
Hmm.
wrong, you wrong, you right, you right. You know what I'm saying? So you can't call
Right.
that. You can't call that. Call up to New York. You know what I'm saying, and get that review replay over in
Mhm.
your life.
Right.
So
Right.
you gotta man up and say, hey, this is the individual I'm gonna be with. This, you know, we gonna, you know, this the person I'm gonna trust. And but you can't go right away. You can't go through it. You know, go through that process right away. You gotta feel it out. And then when it happens, it
You got to
happens.
vet the person.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
but yeah,
now these days, you know, loyalty ain't.
right.
You
Because
know.
Josh says family will use you also,
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
man. You know what? The
So
thing
that's
is,
an aspect you got to throw into it as well.
yeah,
Family will
yeah.
use you too.
That's a true fact. That's a
Hmm.
true fact. Your stranger will help you quicker than your own family. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? You got you know, it's some family will help you, but it comes with attachment. You know what I'm saying? You know, it comes with attachment.
Right.
Yeah.
What I mean
Big
about,
Josh, what's up, man? What's
hey,
going on, brother?
how you
What you
doing?
got to add to the conversation, man?
What I mean about family will use you. I know y'all had a great relationship with your mother, but I didn't have a great relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like throughout a time period, she she became a full
What's up,
blooded
C Page?
alcoholic. She became a full blown alcoholic, and it went left. So you know how
Hey,
that
just
would go.
Tanya. Hmm. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So I mean, growing up, it trust and believe that I got the basic tools and stuff like that. Like but depending on different members, yeah, it went left.
Hmm.
It trust and believe. I done seen it, but it hurt worse when it's an inside person, but when it's an outside person, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
Kwame, you brought up another fact, man, that you can divulge secrets or inner thoughts to a person, but they can come back and use it against you. You know what I mean?
Gotta be careful on
So yeah, you do, man. And just from experience, man, I've had to go through that. I've divulged a lot of hayfee,
So,
inner thoughts to a person. Then come when things go south, they they weaponize it against you, man. You got to be
yep.
and I think men in general, black men in particular, got to be cognizant of that, man. What you guys think
Yeah,
about that?
and you,
when you're angry, like I put it like this,
no, the other way.
when
Hold on.
somebody's angry, what they say,
You get it?
angry
All right.
person, a child, and a drunk person tell no tales. So if you tell them something,
Hey, Angela.
they and
Mm-hmm.
they get angry, it gonna come back on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like what it said, like when you say drunk, when people get under influence of any kind of alcohol, whatever, the truth come out. So if it's in your heart, like the old people say, what's in your heart, it's gonna come out your mouth,
Oh
right?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, can't dispute that. I can't disagree with that, man.
yeah.
It's,
Cause
Yeah.
I
once
mean,
it
What,
goes
what
into
up, Simi?
what's going on, everybody. It goes into knowing who's in your realm. Some people want to call it a circle. I'm going to call it a realm. You know that, okay, that joker there, my cousin Mike, I can talk to Mike because he speaks with some sense. But when Mike starts smoking and drinking, anything come out of his mouth. So you have to
Exactly.
Right.
be careful what you say to that person.
Yeah.
You know, and it's understandable that once you know who's in your realm, who's in, you have to pick and choose what you can tell them.
So
Hmm.
so
That
with that flex,
person is not always there. You might have 3 or 4 different people. You can talk to one about finances. You can talk about one, what I'm saying, about needing some type of motivation or whatever the case may be. But you have to know who you're talking to, being that lots of us are not going to get professional help.
Yeah.
We're not spending our money
but
on getting professional help. That's
but
just
Having the spirit of discernment. Yeah.
but it's
mm,
always good to have that one person that is able to check you when you're wrong, and then not be disrespectful with it. And then like when they do it, it's not like
What up, Q Dog?
it's not like they throwing it on you. It's like they telling you, they critiquing you, and then next thing you know, all right,
No,
cool.
but Big
so
Josh, I don't mean to interrupt, Big Josh, but then you might be hating, you might
oh
be
yeah.
jealous,
No, no,
oh,
no.
he just hating, he can't get no pussy,
No,
he hating, he ain't got no
no,
money. So how do you draw the line though,
my,
brother?
no. My thing is like this: if I do something wrong or say something wrong, and you check me, and you don't bring it up to nobody else, I respect you. You get
So
what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
if I did
yeah.
something, if like, don't get me wrong, if I said something to Drew and Drew checked me, I can't get mad because I know that man, I know Drew gonna be loyal and stuff like that because I know, it just,
no, you
if you know that person, cause like, yeah,
you
So
I'm not talking about that.
what if you know family and family do that to you?
No, 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 that's a different story. That's a
you know
conversation
your
for.
cousin.
So
You know what I'm
so
saying? You
no,
if you can
so
know family too,
no,
and
Hey,
they they'll weaponize you with that too, man.
hold up,
You
hold
know?
up, hold up.
no,
I'm
I'm
gonna give
saying
y'all, all of
if
y'all
I,
something y'all can remember. I'm gonna give something all
Okay.
remember. When you do something and you come home and your mom on the phone, yeah, that Negro was sitting up there on my couch with his shoes on. So
Yeah.
your mom don't count. She gonna tell your business. She gonna tell your business to your
But
funeral.
regardless.
but still,
Uncle,
yeah, moms come on now. Mom, you can't be telling my business like that now. I mean,
so
damn.
you
y'all
know,
That
ever?
could make me
No, no,
not want
no,
to come
no,
tell you nothing.
no.
but
You ever had your uncle about to give you some money, $50 or $100, and then your mom coming and saying something. I don't know why you giving him money. He was acting up in school, and your uncle looking at you like, "Oh, you ain't told me that." He's like, "Man, mom, come on."
See? See?
So
See?
question.
Come on,
So
man.
I got a question for Josh. So Josh, with that situation with your mother, when with the situation going on with her in the past, so did you use that as I don't want to say a stepping stool, but use that as a positive energy for as any people female wise in your life, use that to kind of filter, what kind of woman you want, or what kind of, what I'm saying.
I'll put it like this. I look at things different. When people get to that level, like if they had too much to drink and stuff like that, I already know what it's gonna be like. So what she did, she took it to, I'll put it like this. Like I don't even want to say this. She tormented me. I got the cops called on me because I couldn't give her money. I had money, but I didn't want to do it. My brother and my sister, they abandoned me. You know what I'm saying? They went to their friend's house and stuff like that. And, I had to deal with it. So
So you was the oldest. I'm taking it you was the
yeah,
oldest then.
yeah.
So
You know what I'm saying?
so
Like don't get me wrong. Drew, you remember Tiffany, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was my saving grace. When I went to Walterboro and people say that, oh man, Walterboro got the FBI, they shooting and stuff like that. I said, yo, this is peace for me. And it's crazy, but it was peace for me. It's like they're talking about, man, it's shooting and stuff like that. I said, that's nothing. I don't want to go home. That
Mm-hmm.
was like peace for me. So that like during that period, that's when I met Drew. I met Sports Talk and stuff like that, and it it was like a what you say a therapy. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So so the thing with the thing about you said therapy. So people gotta understand that you ain't gotta pay any professional person with a degree with these letters behind their name for as the therapy. Understand that. Same thing. Like you said, you reach out to Drew, you start hanging on these guys or whatsoever. You ain't gotta tell them what's going on. I mean, like kids. Same thing with kids. Kids get around people, they feel that vibe. They understand they're in a safe haven place. You know what I'm saying? So to relate what you went through, I went through similar because we're family, and then we got 7 views out here right now. It don't matter. I'm 50 years old, so it is what it is. I went through with my stepfather. Everybody thought it was my dad, but he went through situations because he was a Vietnam vet. He was going through issues. You know what I'm saying? People didn't understand, or he didn't understand at the time what was going on. So as we grow older, we get wiser. So he indulged in alcohol. Hey, and it's up to you to understand that, hey, this is this. If I want to go down this path and say, hey, I'm getting abused or physical abuse, and seeing the actions of what he's doing, you got a decision. Either you can react to the negative or you can react to the positive. It's up to you. And I hate everybody say, oh, it's generation curse and this and that. No, I don't believe in that. It's just up to you to you know what road you want to go down. You know what I'm saying? Because
That's
you're gonna
why.
have.
That's why. Um, what's that movie? You remember the Rocky movie when he was old? He was old and he was talking to his son, talk about life ain't rainbows and sunshine and stuff like that.
Hmm, hmm.
And he gave him that speech. And you know what I'm saying? Like if you really look at the speech, it's like, nah, you can't keep blaming this person, that person.
No, you
It's up to
can't.
you. Yeah.
It's not. You can't pity yourself. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm-hmm.
can't. You can't put yourself in this individual. I can't put myself in Drew or Gianni's shoes or whatsoever. They had their own path or whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff you got to do. I mean, I got family members, thinking that, oh, I got it all, or I'm bougie, or this and that and third.
Or you the
Hey,
you the you the
you know what
you
I'm
the
saying? Oh
uppity
yeah,
nigga in the
He
family.
the uppity nigga. He don't come around us
exactly,
country folk.
exactly. But you know
He said
what?
with his pinky out.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all guys in it hit home. It hit home Wednesday night. I don't know if y'all guys check out the new series Bel Air. You know what
Hmm.
I'm
I
saying?
heard about
Yeah.
it, man. I heard about it.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
deep
you need to get
because
on it, boy.
because
It's
because
real
the
good.
thing is this. Yeah, because the thing is this. When Will Homeboy came to LA, and he's like, yo, we from Philly and this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, oh, you forget where you came from and this and that. It's not forgetting where you coming from.
But
You're like,
some people you outgrow now. Some people
exactly.
and some things you do outgrow,
You know,
know.
don't, the same thing with me. And I said, God bless me from doing this, well, going through this process. Because I was brought up and raised in Cross, South Carolina, small town. It's just like Ruffin. You know what I'm saying? And then when I came to
Oh, you near
Walterboro,
Holly Hill.
there you go. There you go. There you go. So, and then like Jay Z said, Jay Z and R. Kelly, excuse me, you got the best of both worlds. Because my summer job was either I was baling hay, I was butchering hogs, I was killing chickens and whatsoever. But when I came back to Walterboro, guess what I was doing? Everybody think I was just, hey, Kwame got everything, got it going on, this and that, and the third. No, I worked for what I got. And then
Hmm.
everybody know my mom. My mom didn't play. My mom, She had a right hook like a motherfucker. Excuse me for cussing. So,
Go ahead and say it, man.
Yo,
so
That's
yo.
right.
I think
Knock it out.
everybody mama had that Mike Tyson hook. Like, yo, I got something for you. I got something for
man, you say hey to Jay.
Yeah.
Say hey. Say hey.
How you doing? Hey, how you doing?
He said, "But how you doing?"
What's
Yeah,
up?
hold on. You say something?
Where's
What's up,
Monkey? I mean,
Stace?
where's
What's up,
Monkey Cruz?
Jamie? What's going on?
Oh, that's Monkey Crew?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Monkey,
His brother?
his older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
what's going on?
yeah.
Nice to
Oh,
see you, sis. Nice to see you.
Hold
Yeah.
on.
man, Michaela
Good
Sweet,
seeing you.
man.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But getting back to
I ain't
Go
get that
ahead.
word, cat.
it. I remember my daughter will tell you that I told her and I told my oldest nephew, because the two of them grew up like brother and sister. If
Mhm.
you have a friend that's a yes man, that's not your friend.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That could be kind of therapeutic, or as Josh was saying, or as you guys were saying, someone who can tell you, you know what, you effing up.
Thank you.
You effing up. No, you shouldn't do that. Because if you're going to go to them, or if they have your best interest at heart, and sometimes it comes to the point where we become so spoiled that we think that any decision that we make is the right one. And we have
Oh man, you hating Flex, you hating Drew. You
But
you
Flex,
you hating.
but
You
listen,
jealous of a nigga.
this the thing with
Yeah.
this.
But if you really think about it, when you think about the you hating thing, it goes back to slavery. You got the house nigga and you got the field nigga. The house nigga is gonna hate on the field nigga, but the field nigga is like, yo, if I get a chance, I'm running. It's like, yo, you can. But
Yeah,
that's what I'm
but
saying. Like the field nigga look at the house niggas like, you cooking this man food. You take care of the kids. You mean try to tell me you ain't put no poison or nothing in their food? You ain't did this. So yeah. Think about it now. When you look at stuff like that, you be like, so you was in the house and you ain't,
Man,
you know, you ain't
but
did a James Bond and stuff like that.
I
but
think
you know,
I don't feel like getting
but
that
uh,
check
deep with
this
that.
out.
Go
Look,
ahead, man. Yeah.
the old saying says, God protect babies and
What's up,
fools.
Nay? What's going on?
You know what I'm saying?
Babies
That's the
and
old.
fools.
The babies are fools. God protect babies and fools.
Uh-huh.
It been times that me, Flex, Bishop, who else?
them jokers had
Flex,
me in the trunk, y'all. Just to let
huh?
y'all know, them jokers had me in the trunk.
Oh, you
The
all
trunk,
good, but
Drew, the trunk.
The trunk, bruh.
but the thing
It was
is,
a hatchback, but I was in the trunk.
because you were small,
You small, you a little nigga,
and
Drew,
man.
Drew, Drew,
and
you was
Flex,
that short.
Flex,
You was
I
that
had
short,
gas
Drew.
What's
money
up, J
too.
Rose?
I had gas money,
Yeah.
but if you
Yo,
look if you look back at it, you know, like I said, the group that we hung around, it's always been someone in that group. Meaning when they felt something was get ready to happen or go on or whatsoever, would they say, "Hey, you know, it's time to go," or "We need to," you know what I'm saying, exit to the left. It always
Yeah.
been somebody in that group because I think that when all us started in in grade school and then because what we was doing in grade school because we was praying in school. You know what I'm saying? We was praying in school. We was instilled in that. And then if we wasn't praying in school, we was praying in school. Then we was going to church. You understand? Because we either you had your mom, or you had an aunt, or you had a grandmama. You know, your song say you got a praying grandmother. So I feel that all that stuff. You know, the thing about a seed. Once you plant a seed, you got to die, right? So that's the same thing. They install all that as in us. So I feel now this newer generation now, our kids and whatsoever, we don't install that in them, and then we're gonna have issues. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not following the same path or what we was doing. Because what they say, oh, you old. you old school, you
Right.
ain't hip, and this and that and the third.
Well, we got to admit too, Quam, things have changed,
Oh
man.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah,
know, the
yeah,
same
yeah.
world we came up in ain't the same world no
Yeah, I
more,
understand
man.
that.
You
Like I
In
got
the
said,
age of
you
information.
got this generation that don't even know how to do the basic things. You got people that don't even know how to sign a document in curses in black or blue.
yeah,
Think about that now. We learn
but
Everything
how to.
digital,
but
bro. They're
I
using
think
their thumbs now.
but
yeah,
They
yeah,
don't need no
it's up to
pen.
us.
we
It's
learn
up
how
Right?
to we learn
Thumbs and
how to
shit, man.
it's
we
up to
learned how
us
to
to do that.
sign in cursive in second grade, and that was
Right.
like the best thing ever. Said I'm about to write my first name. You know that first letter in your name. You got that thing right, and then after that, yeah. But
But
now it's like
it's up to us.
when you sign a document now, you sign it like a doctor. It's like, hey man, I don't feel like doing all this. I'm about to sign this. You see the J, you see the N, I'm good.
But the thing is,
Email it.
it's up to us. Yeah, exactly. It's up to us. And I'm glad you speak on that, on the generation and stuff like that, because everything is up to us right now. Because if we don't talk to our kids and kids' friends or whatsoever, just have that conversation before they go out and before they go on the streets or whatsoever. If we don't have that conversation with them, they're gonna be lost. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Yeah.
lost.
Are these youngins willing to listen, though, brother? We
I
They
willing to
taught
gotta.
talk to
I
them.
taught
You
I
gotta make
taught
But
them.
we at
You
least
make
I
we
them
were
listen.
willing to listen. Even if we
I
didn't
taught
like it, we would at least listen.
You gotta
I
Nowadays,
make
them
them
young
listen.
cats ain't really listening, man.
Yeah,
they
but
I
you gotta
taught
make them listen. You gotta find out what they like. You understand?
yeah.
You may have to bend what you do. In a sense. You know what I'm saying? If you don't listen to X, Y, you gotta study them. Same thing when I work for the state. I work the prison system, and I left the prison system with the sheriff department. But same thing, you gotta treat. And I hate to say that, but you gotta come a convict. You gotta study that individual to see what they do or what they like. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? And once you see what they like or whatsoever, and then you approach them. You know what I'm saying? And you like,
right.
every morning, they
Like
go to Starbucks or they like Jordans, or even with
Yeah, but
today's news. You know what I'm saying? Either with sports or what's going on in the world, you gotta
yeah, you
use
got to
that
make that
angle.
connection. And
Exactly.
I don't mean to cut you off, brother, but I got a comment real quick from
Oh, go
Jay
ahead.
Rose. They think we are dumb. The younger generation think we are dumb, and they call us old, and
But
that's a
it,
fact. I've
but
but
ran into that.
but
You
here's the
speaking of, and Kwame, I see what you speaking of, the connections and drawing their interest,
so
but they got to have
so
a willing ear, though, brother.
so the thing is this: he said they think we dumb. Why do you think they dumb? You think is the system, the government putting these stuff on TV? You got
Media,
the media,
yes,
exactly. You know what I'm
media.
saying? Because man, come on. Anything that happens when we grew up, we never saw any murder or killings on TV. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Only time
1,000
we
bullets
see
being shot in the A team and nobody gets hit.
exactly, we never was exposed to that. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I understand. Yes, it's true. Times has changed, so we gotta be raw and uncut because there's some stuff that you don't want to hear, you don't want to believe in. But we gotta be that. So now the
Uh-uh.
system, yeah. We talked. I forgot what episode we was on. We talking about, hey, you know what, the single parents was working 2 or 3 jobs, and the kids was growing up, being raised by the TVs all the time. So you know what? That thing is now we got to take the village. We got to take the village back and then raise these kids. We
I
got
don't
to.
see where the village at, man. the village. I think the village is gone.
No, it
I'm
isn't.
being honest.
No, it
the
I
Village.
don't think the village.
No, the
We
village is
got
gone.
black people who live near each other, but we ain't got no community. I
look
don't
on the
think.
screen. Look on the screen. Look on
look,
the
yeah,
screen.
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that's anecdotal though. That's right here, brother. That's anecdotal. I get it. We gonna be like that. But as far as the way it used to be in our era,
Right.
you could tell where everybody was at by the bikes in the yard back in the day.
Oh yeah.
You don't
But
see that no
but
more. You know
but
what I'm saying?
but
And I
but
got another comment here from Arjan's mom, Fee. It's the brainwashing from the media, absolutely. And J Rose said it's not gone. What?
go back up, go
I think
back up,
I
go
think
back up.
Let's
it's
see.
it's
Oh,
smaller. I think like you said, it's not in the full effect that it was when we came up, but
right.
it's definitely still there, because we still have people from our generation who were brought up with those values, who still do things. I think Jay, isn't Jay have the dance team? You
Yeah, yeah. They got the dance team.
like Jay Davis, who's not only a good coach, but he's a good mentor. So
Hmm.
we have people. The thing is, if they're not in a large amount and they're not all over the community like it was when we were coming up. Now, when it comes to speaking to the youth, not everybody can do it. That's just we have to come to grips with that, because they they only relate to certain people. They
But
So
they
relate.
like you.
back then, but see, but yeah,
Back,
you're right,
back
Johnny.
then, we it didn't matter who it was. If you were older, we respected you.
Right. That's
Exactly.
the difference with this generation.
This
Oh,
We at least we were
generation.
listening, but now if they don't like you, they ain't gonna listen to you, man. You
Hey,
old ass
I
nigga,
didn't
they ain't
No,
listening to
like
no.
you.
The whole concept.
oh,
Go
I'm
ahead,
used to
John.
say, yeah, I'm used to saying yes sir, yes ma'am.
Yeah, that
Hey,
was brought up in us.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
used to. You got people like I say yes ma'am, yes sir. You got people that older than me. They get mad when I say it.
You don't have to call me that. You make me feel old.
oh,
See, because know why?
Yeah.
You know why they're doing? You know why they're doing that? You know why they're doing that? Because when we went to school, we had teachers that looked like our parents. Now, you know what I'm saying? Because you just install is when you look at the teachers, look like your aunts, uncles. Yeah, you had a couple dime pieces out there, teachers or whatsoever.
We ain't
But
had that.
but
We ain't
but
had
now,
that.
Hey, but
but
Josh, you had a comment. Is the parent a friend or parent to their kids?
Yeah, cause
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, either you, either
nah.
I put it like this: either you Joe Jackson, or you
Uh,
who's
Give me
the
Joe
friend?
Jackson,
Yeah, yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Cause
I
But
damn Joe.
I
that's
was going to say Ike Turner, but
No,
he was no good parent.
no.
but see
Joe,
that's
hey,
a good point.
Joe Jackson don't get enough credit, man. You can
Oh,
say what you want about
I
Joe
mean, he did.
Jackson. He made his kids superstars. He made them work, and
What
he
it
put
say?
that work ethic in him, man.
Spin a rod and spoil a
He
child.
just messed up when the money got involved. That's it.
But hey, boy, Joe had them. Joe made his kids superstars, like
And
Yeah.
LeVar Burton, like not LeVar Burton, LeVar Ball, who got Lonzo Ball, Melo Ball, or three of his sons playing
Yo,
the NBA.
yo,
But he don't get credit for that, man.
with
hey,
him,
It's
Flex.
he put that in existence. That man put that thing in. They got on him and they said that nah, he's selfish stuff like that. He said all his two out of three of his sons is in the league.
in the
They not
league,
in trouble. He don't have nothing on his background that you can use.
right?
You know what I'm saying? He from
That's
Compton.
a black father right there, man, who
He's
raised
from
his
Compton.
boys, man.
He's from
Yeah.
the hood. The only thing that I can look at him sideways, he went and got him a snow bunny. That just it.
But you gotta
Yeah,
look. You
I,
got
Yeah,
the thing is
if
you
you
gotta look where
I
he
get
growing
it,
up,
had a
what
good
area
chance,
I
he was
get
in.
it, but you
but
know,
the
the
fact
man
that
want a piece of mind, brother.
he
I
from the hood,
mean,
Don't
he
do
was
that,
from,
Johnny. Don't do that, Johnny. Don't do that,
the
Johnny.
man want a
Don't
piece
do
of
that,
mind.
Johnny. Don't do
I'm
that,
he
Johnny.
ain't be like no bullshit when he come to the house, man. He
Don't
ain't
do
be like no bullshit.
don't do that. All of
he
that
All right, I'm gonna
bad.
chill out.
my
I chill
man
out. I chill out, man. I chill
my
out.
man
All
I
from
of
the
chill out, man.
my man from the
all of
hood.
that bad.
No, no, I ain't say all now. I ain't say
Nah,
all,
yeah.
but that man probably could have a vision and say, okay, do I want to deal with this shit when I get to the house, or
Yeah.
do I want
Okay,
to?
let's put it in perspective now.
Yeah, yeah.
If
Go ahead.
not playing the white black card or whatever, I just say a
Mhm.
woman. So you
Right,
rather a woman that who be passive if you're at the dinner table or whatsoever, and you like, man, they didn't do my steak right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't worry about it, baby. Next time we'll get it straightened out. And the other woman, you like, man, yo, they messed up my steak again. So she gonna like, hey, y'all need to fix this right now. Oh, we're not paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically
right.
the whole thing right there. You know
Yeah,
what
I
I'm
get
saying?
it, man. I get it.
But
Yeah, I get it.
it depends on, and it also depends on the man. If that man have a backbone or you don't have a backbone.
Right, because there's a lot of simps out there, man, who won't hold women
Okay,
accountable. Let's let them run them over and all kind of shit. But I ain't gonna get into that tonight. Man.
Man,
That's another show. We'll do that
why
on a
you
different
even,
occasion, man.
why you
Y'all
even,
get me stirred up tonight, man.
why did you even bring it up? You don't bring it
I'm
up.
not going there tonight, man. It's
Nah.
Friday night, man. I got
Please,
something to do, man.
You
Hey,
done
man.
did this three
I'm sorry to
times.
cut this short, gentlemen, but I need y'all final thoughts, man. Time running out.
oh,
I need your final thoughts, man.
my bad.
Oh
You
man.
know,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
I had a question,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm gonna form mine into a statement. All right.
Okay.
So my final thought is we need to be able to vent. We need to be able to express ourselves in a way without the verbal abuse of
Hmm.
being human. So what I say is, as much as you need that to be able to vent to, be there for somebody and watch things come in full circle.
Right.
Booyah!
Right. Especially from brother to brother. Kwame, what's your final thoughts, brother?
Man, what episode we on now? I mean,
20.
20. This
20.
episode 20, man.
So I think with this end, we go ahead and rock 21. So I'll go ahead. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't got nothing to do.
Hey, episode 21 is Tuesday at 9 o'clock now. Join us, man. Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Yeah.
I
Nine
tried,
o'clock.
man. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried.
He'll
But
be in the
But
yeah,
front. I can see him now with the little thing propped
yeah,
up,
yeah, you
camera
know he gonna be
propped up.
working, man. You know,
What was that
he'll probably
again?
be working, man.
no,
But Josh, give us your
I'm off
final
duty
thoughts,
now.
brother, as time wind down on this episode 20, the Funky Uncles, man.
That mean that I posted with Drew about the Russia situation and people talk about we worrying about them. I have a legit question. Why should you worry about outsiders in which we cannot get basic treatment here in America?
Makes sense to me. Yeah, makes
Like
sense to
that's
me.
Drew. I legit made that meme and I tagged you and I said, why should we look on the outside? Because think about it, you can go to your own hood and somebody can take you out.
You know,
Hmm.
now that's something we can talk about in episode 21.
Yes.
That's
Right,
the topic.
right.
We can we
That's
gonna
a
we gonna jump into that on episode 21.
Let's do
so
that, man. Let's do that on episode 21. And that'll be about coming back to the hood. Is it safe? I mean,
it's
should
a
we worry about outsiders when we got our own issues? You know, um, hey, that's a good topic for
Yeah,
Tuesday, man.
that's
jump
the
off.
Don't talk.
crab in the barrel.
Don't talk about no shrimps. No, yeah. Don't do that. Yeah.
Man, I ain't like I say, man. I got something to do. I ain't going over there with y'all tonight, man. I'll pick up with y'all Tuesday, man. Hey, man. Kwame, Josh, Drew, of course, brother. I appreciate all you guys joining Funky Uncles
Yeah.
Tuesday and Friday nights at 9 o'clock. Everybody who chimed in, Jay Rose, Fee, Q Dog. I saw you wanted to come up, brother. We just had the panel full. Join us Tuesday night. And
Yeah,
I just want to thank our audience, man. Go ahead, Drew.
most definitely. So
Yes.
hey, oh yeah, shout out your YouTube for those that catch my YouTube so they can catch you on there. It's not the lone wolf linebacker
No,
anymore.
no, no, no. My YouTube is Russo Gian. I'm
Okay,
on YouTube. I got a few videos up. You can subscribe to me. You
You
know,
gotta send me. You gotta send me the link or something, cause I'm on Drew
man,
on YouTube.
man,
He
you
said,
So,
"You
old
send
man.
me
I
a
don't know how
link."
to send no link.
but
Yeah, I got
God,
to figure all this shit out.
Drew, hey Drew,
I
you better
barely know how to
help
do
me out,
Instagram,
man.
but I'm learning. Man, just go to YouTube, type in Russo Gian. You know, we Generation X, man. We up next, man. I'm
You
old, man.
are.
I don't know how to
Don't
do
do
all that
that.
link
Don't
shit.
do that.
Jason
I can
Bourne.
tell you how
I'm
to
gonna
type
tell
it
you.
in, man. You know, but shit, they go check me out, man. I got a few videos up, So Russo Gian YouTube channel, and I'm working on a sports channel, man. So
Yes, do that.
yes, I'm gonna
Once
get
you
a
once
sports YouTube channel.
once you do
Yeah.
that, I'll hook you up with my brother. He's just visiting me for the weekend. He's from Roanoke,
Uh,
Virginia. He's a sports guru. Man,
okay.
I
Yeah,
was like,
Hold
definitely,
on,
man.
who his team is?
Oh shit. Man, here we
He's a
go.
Panther. He's a
Oh,
Panther
okay,
fan.
okay.
So yeah,
All
he's a Panther.
right, he's safe.
He's
He's safe. He's
Yeah,
he's
safe.
a
he
Pan.
safe.
Yeah,
He's
he's
a
He
safe.
Panther
safe.
fan. He's a
He's
Panther
safe.
fan. He's a Boston Red Sox fan. So
He's
yeah,
safe. He's safe. He's safe.
Yeah, Red Sox, I don't know. I'm a Yankees
cause
fan. I don't too much deal with the Red Sox,
cause
but them
cause
Yankees is my
I,
boys.
I
No,
know I
football
know you were
wise, he's
time.
safe. He's safe.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
okay.
I know time running down. But he did brought something up I didn't know, and y'all probably didn't probably know. But the situation with Grambling, you know what I'm saying? Grambling College, you know, a lot of situation going on was happened before that. My man hired this other assistant. Was assistant coach. He hired the former head coach of Baylor into the
Hmm.
organization, so the HBCU. So my brother knows history about it because he's a former coach too, and
Okay.
you know he played
Right.
with Boston College
Hmm.
football
Oh,
team. You
so
know,
so he
That's what's
he
up.
he's
Yeah,
he
a
he plays
yeah,
some. He
knowledgeable.
plays some big level ball right there,
Yeah,
he's
man.
been
yeah,
back there with Eddie Robinson, the goat.
he's the Eddie
Yeah,
Robinson, the goat. Yeah,
yeah. Coach Rob. That's right, man.
yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah,
man. Hey, fellas, I hate to cut it short. I would do a number two, but I
Dang.
got to make some moves. But thank
Hey,
you again for everybody joining us, the viewership, the engagement,
yeah.
and like I said, on Tuesday and Friday nights, Funky Uncles, we
Uh-huh.
on live. Dr. My man, I can't thank
You
you
drinking
enough.
Kool-Aid? You drink Kool-Aid?
Cuomo,
Nah,
Josh.
it's that Bombay Sapphire and cranberry juice.
Hey, that's another thing, man. Black people don't drink Kool Aid no more, man. Why we don't drink Kool Aid no more, man?
I
thank
beg to
you.
differ.
Come on now.
I beg to differ. We drink Kool-Aid in this house.
Okay. We ain't got too good for Kool-Aid now. You got to make a
Yo,
picture of Kool-Aid, man. And
shoot,
whoever drink the last bit
we
of
don't.
Kool-Aid, make the next picture.
Better make
We
the next.
don't.
Kool-Aid
And
and
listen,
bologna sandwich.
Make the
and
next
listen,
picture.
and we don't use no hot dog buns. We still use the loaf of bread and fold it. No, I'm telling you.
That's right, man. Hey,
Yeah.
man, brothers, it's
Hey,
been a
Flex.
pleasure,
Hey,
man. I
Flex.
enjoyed
Flex.
this. I enjoyed
Hey,
this.
Flex. Hey, Flex. From
Yeah.
Joe Jackson. And you think you can go give me some butter pecan ice cream?
Yeah. Hey, man. Funky Uncles, this is episode 20. If you didn't catch the live, catch the
Man.
playback. We
Yeah.
building. Salute to all you brothers, man. I got to run. And peace and blessings to all your families, everybody who engaged in the viewership, man.
All
Peace to
right,
you
man.
guys. Y'all be
Hey,
safe, man.
man. Love y'all, bro.
Peace.
Love y'all
Peace.
brothers too, man. Peace out.